Hi guys, it is Dan aka Prof Chipboard here, and I'm here with a whole new league. NPL Division 2. This match was supposed to be up yesterday, but unfortunately my opponent and I couldn't find time to battle. Because of that I didn't bother doing a draft analysis. But I'm sure you'll find out what I have if you watch enough of my matches. Also, it's not hugely interesting, except that Pheromones was loud. Anyway, our week 1 matches against Umbria Knight of the West London Lycanrocs. He has a team of Jirachi, Latios, Suicune, Volcarona, Darmanitan, Dusclops, Ambipom, Ampharos, Cinccino, and Alolan Marowak. We have one Z-mover. You can use any Z-move you want. His is the Ampharos. Obviously you didn't see that coming. Which was sort of a threat, particularly in Tech and Agility. My Z-mover is Porygon Z, because support Z-moves are allowed, but didn't want to bring that one. Not really any opportunity to set up against his team, because it's quite offensive, with like the exception of the Dusclops. So basically, one thing you can notice from his team, because he's got the Jirachi and Latios, and the Dusclops, and the Alolan Marowak, his team is fairly weak to knockoff. And another thing you can notice is that he's got 3 fire types in Alolan Marowak, Darm, and Volcarona. They are all weak to rock, and they're all weak to rocks. And his only hazard removal is that Latios. On top of that, he's kind of got Ambipom, Cinccino, and Megalopunny. They all, particularly Ambipom and Cinccino, they all kind of fill the same role. So only one of them's going to come. Basically, to take him on, I realised that he doesn't have any great dark and fire resist. His only sort of dark and fire resist is the Suicune. His only dark, which means that he's really in trouble if I can get switch into my Mega Houndoom, which is trouble. I've also got an Assault Vest, mixed defensive Granbull, which should be able to take 2 hits from the Latios. Can also take on the Mega Lopunny and take a hit from the Darmanitan, and also the Volcarona. I've got Fizz Def Tangrowth because it's probably the best Mega Lopunny answer in the game with Rocky Helmet. On top of that, it just completely walls any kind of physical Jirachi, Cinccino as well, Ambipom. So yeah, it's just very, very good here. Got Leech Seeds, knockoff and Leech Seeds, along with Giga Drain and Synthesis. Basically max his def because that allows me to live 2 high jump kicks from Adamant Lopunny, even if I'm burned and coming in on rocks if I'm coming in from full. I've then got Bobfett, my Nidoqueen, with Stealth Rock, T-Spike, I think Earth Power and Ice Beam, because that gives me fairly good neutral coverage. Again, can't touch my Suicune, which is not ideal, but yeah, I think. I've got then Naive Pheromosa with High Jump Kick, U-Turn, Hidden Power Rock in theory, but I may have messed in battle and had Hidden Power Dark, and Fling with the Dome Fossil, because that allows me to Oko Alolan Marowak after rocks, and also does a chunk to the Dusclops, because those are his best 2 answers to it. I knew one of them would be coming because those are the only things that can take it on physically. And finally, I have a bulky DD Zygarde with Dragon Dance, Haban Berry, Outrage, Thousand Arrows, and E-Speed. Basically, because this thing, if it gets to +1, beats his entire team except the Suicune. And between Sunny Day, Solar Power, Mega Houndoom, Tangrowth, which has Leech Seed, Pheromosa, and the fact that I have a water immunity in Jellicent on my team, means that he shouldn't. While I'm definitely expected to come, I'd be very surprised if he brought a Calm Mindset, because he won't be able to hit the Jellicent at all. Because he'll need Rest Talk and Scold. Then he can either choose between something like Roar, a coverage move, or Calm Mind. I didn't expect him in prep to bring Calm Mind, because, as I've said, it's hardballed by Jellicent. So I look at his team. He's got the Fire type. I think I want to lead off with my Nidoqueen, just to try and get up rocks. He leads off with his Jirachi. I don't want to get sort of flinched to death or just smacked by a psychic, so I pivot out into my Tangrowth, as at this stage it's a fairly sort of safe because I'm at full, the psychic won't kill me. He gets up his own rocks and U-turns out, revealing that he's sort of your utility. Basically I know that this thing is a really good answer to it now. I get an absolutely free knockoff, which is brilliant, as I catch the Dusclops on the switch. Apologies if you hear that, my Discord is going. So yeah, then I can go out into Boba. This thing cannot really touch me. The Willows is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. And I get up my rocks, which is phenomenal for the Dharm, because it basically means it can only come in 2 or 3 times. He goes out into the Jirachi. I have Earth Power on this, so I think you stay in and try, because I've got a Piper Berry, I can take a Zen Headbutt. I stay in, try and get some damage off on him. It's annoying, I don't, I get flinched, it is what it is, it's Jirachi. I go into Dagobah because even if he does try and flinch me to death, he's basically going to be dead because of Rocky Helmet damage. So here I think I just repeatedly try and get up Leech Seeds for some recovery, as he is taking quite a lot of recoil damage. He has to get incredibly lucky to win this one-on-one, and even if I have pivots, I can pivot out and get my regen back, and the moment I've got Seeds up, he doesn't beat me one-on-one anymore. So yeah, he's looking really, really low, as I believe I click knockoff here, not wanting to give the Latios a free switch in, and I do catch on the switch, which is phenomenal. Knockoff is soul due, so he shouldn't be hitting quite as hard. Apparently that was a misclick, which is unfortunate for him, but there's nothing I can do about that. Psyshock, 2-hit KOs the Ugnaught, which is annoying because if he had Psychic I did live too. He pivots out as I play rough. Damage here revealed that his Suicune is basically near max Fizz Death, if not max Fizz Death, so I can go out into Dagobah. He reveals Calm Mind, which is annoying as hell for me because I do not have the best answers to it. I believe I just click Leech Lead to sort of seed bat and really sort of start getting some pressure off on it. Miss, not the end of the world, gives me a free switch into my Mega Houndoom. Basically something dies. Probably could have been a bit more proactive, probably should have just led with this and tried to blow holes in his team, but you know, so that goes down, and he goes out into his Mega Lopunny, understandably, get the Mega Evolution, clicks Fake Out, which I can understand, guarantees his Mega, although kind of gets that anyway, and basically Dagobah just hard walls this thing. I'm going to click Synthesis because he is, I am in range of 2 high jump kicks from here. He goes into his Jirachi, and basically I just click Knockoff because just one, yeah, I only have to break through once, and that thing is gone, which is really nice. He goes out into his Dharm. I don't have great switch into this. Boba here basically is in range to be killed by anything and can't do a tremendous amount. So this thing dies. Yeah, I'll just carry on from here. I go into Jabba. And here I predict him to go into Suicune. What I should have done is gone hard into my Tangrowth or my Sunny Day Mega Houndoom. I predicted him to go in, but I didn't want to sort of over predict. Basically because I could be in a really nasty situation. However, that's kind of a it's just a misplay. Get a crit, doesn't matter at all, as he proceeds to Calm Mind up, I believe, as I go in to get Leech Seed off on him, because at this point I'm pretty sure he's only got Scald to hit me, and he kind of walls my I'd have to set up a hell of a lot with my Jabba to stand a chance of beating. I've got Seeds up, and here basically I have to go into Maul, have to stop hitting down, get up the Sun, click Solar Beam and get some big damage off on him. He gets the Calm Minds on the rolls. I'll probably go into this bit in a little bit more depth after we just see the game. He gets Calm Mind again. I lived. If he got Skull Bear, I did live. And basically Solar Beam here, as he wakes up and kills me, is just enough to gets him down to 43. Basically, From here, I've only got one play, which is to go into my lair. I'm naive max attack, and basically, if he is max fizz death, it is a roll to kill, which I'm pretty sure he is based off the solar beam damage and the thing. We basically confirmed that by now. It's a 25% chance for him to die to this high jump kick, or 25 times 0.9, which is 22.5% chance for me to get a roll. If I hit the high jump kick and he rests up, then I'm pretty sure I have a good chance to 2-hit KO. Slash, he can't recover up on me, and odds on he loses this. If I hit the high jump kick and he just clicks Scold, there is actually a 46% chance that I will live this, despite the fact that I am 0 HP, 0 Spadef, with a minus Spadef nature because of the sun. So here I'm feeling pretty confident. Basically, the only way I can... Basically, if I get... Basically, I have to hit this high jump kick, because I can revenge him after. Thankfully for me, for differential wise, I do kill him outright with the first one. I'll explain why I think I'm okay on that last. And that basically gives me the speed boost, which means that everything else is sort of in range to get killed by a high jump kick, and so on. He goes out to Darm first, which is a misplay. If he goes out into his Megalop, I probably should have calculated how much Fake Out did, but you know. Yeah, Dagobah just hardballs this thing, gets a second kill, and he goes out into Latias. I decide to stay in, just not play around this thing in case he is D-Dance with Solju and Draco, and Leia comes in and finishes him off with the U-turn. Now, I'm gonna quickly go back to, there's a couple of things I'm just going to address quickly. We go back to here, where I hit the high jump kick. Basically, if he kills me, I still feel okay because I can revenge him with my Zygarde, which I know outspeeds because he's max fizz death. I click Thousand Arrows and the Suicune dies. Because he can't switch out, he won't be in range to take a rock switch in. From that point, he can either go into his Mega Lopunny, his Darm, or his Latios. I have a Barnberry, so I live even a crit Draco Meteor from a Latios. Equally, I can just click E-Speed and kill it. He has the Darm, and I can live even an we know he's Scarf, because he has to, because basically he has to be to outspeed my Pheromosa. Basically, I can take my Zygarde, because I'm max HP. I can take a +1. I can take a Adamant Scarf Fairblitz, and then D-Dance up. And after the recoil, he will definitely be in range of +1 E-Speed. He also could go out into the Lopunny, and that affords me a pivot straight out into my Tangrowth, and basically that walls it until he goes into one of the other two things, and basically the process starts again. But basically, I'm pretty sure as well, my Zygarde could take a Fake Out plus an Ice Punch. 99% sure that I could, which meant that I, in theory, could set up on my Mega Lopunny. I don't want to, but basically, once I got to +1 and I did onto it, I'm pretty sure I have a game bag, even if Leia did not get the roll, which is sort of unfortunate for my opponent, obviously, but I think it only mattered in terms of differential. There's a bit more controversy, but basically on this when this first came out, my opponent, I'm just going to click a bit further forward so you can, oh wait, no, you can't see the chat. Basically, he reveals that he has accidentally brought Flare Blitz plus, he's actually accidentally brought Flare Blitz twice instead of Flare Blitz and Rock Slide on his set. Basically he wanted to redo the battle, after. I'll be honest, I genuinely don't think it mattered, because here he was never going to click rock slide here. Yeah, never going to click rock slide. I think I also had a chance to live to scarf rock slides. And for next time he comes in, Pheromosa is already at +1 speed, and there's nothing he can do. Like, he may have potentially tried to save the Suicune, I don't know, he might have tried something else, but basically by this point, the only 2 times it came in, it wouldn't have wanted to click rock slide either time, and it generally didn't matter the second time what it clicked. Yeah, I mean, even if we did redo the battle, technically, by the letter of the rules tab, because technically what he brought is illegal, it would be a 3-0 forfeit. It could be a 3-0 forfeit straight away just for me. Obviously that doesn't really matter because I did win 3-0, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to link his channel down below, obviously. It'd be very surprised if, so obviously you might like to know him, he's got something like 1,000 subs. Thanks very much. I've been Prof Chipboard, and I've got Cap next week, who's got an absolutely terrifying team. Mega Latias. I don't really handle Mega Latias well. I mean, no team does. I can revenge it, but it still pressures me a huge amount. So yeah, thanks very much, and I hope to see you again next week.